When is the hardest time to stay dialed in on our nutrition plan? I get these types of questions a lot as a health and fitness coach. And just to be clear, we do not need to be perfect on our nutrition, but we need to do a little bit better every day, right? I think that's important. I think that if we know when the challenges are, we can better plan for them in the future. Right? So let's so think to yourself, hey, I always screw up on my nutrition plan when blank. Okay. So for you, when is that? When's a challenging time for you to stay on your nutrition plan?
Oh, anything that kind of comes out of the blue. So if I'm at work and somebody says, hey, let's go to lunch, and I don't want to not go to lunch, right?
Okay.
And then you don't know where you're going to go, what's available.
So kind of like those anomalies.
Yeah. Certainly vacations are hard, and holiday weekends and times where you're going out to dinner with friends and that kind of stuff.
You know, that's true, Melissa. But what I would say is kind of how we've circumvented a lot of that stuff is, hey, let's do really, really good when we can. So when we go on vacation or when we have date nights, we don't have to worry about it so much. And that tends to be how we handle those things. As a coach, every single week I hear from my people, oh, Dave, I screwed up this week. And the first question I always ask them is, prior to screwing up, did you get in all of your good nutrition? And the answer is always, no, I didn't. I tell you what, you want to stay dialed into your nutrition plan as much as humanly possible? Focus on your good nutrition first. It will keep I'm not going to say all, so many of the cravings out of the way, including sugar cravings. Did you get your protein in? Did you hit your calories? I don't even care about carbs and fat so much. If we can get our protein in and time to go train. If we can get our protein in, get our calories in, that'll mitigate a lot of those problems. I know a big time for me where I go off the rails a little bit is when I drink alcohol. And I don't drink very much, but so yesterday we had a Memorial Day celebration, have a beer. Next thing you know, those pretzel rods are pretty difficult to say no to. So that's something that I need to keep in check. Again, I don't drink a lot, but that tends to be an area where I cheat. Here's another one. You mentioned vacation. You know, for me, vacation is family time, and I do have some strategies that I utilize to help myself and my people with nutrition on vacations. Okay. But the big one for me is coming back from vacation and getting back on track. We were on a long weekend vacation, I guess last weekend or 2 weekends ago. And I need to be ready to get back on the good nutrition train when I get back, because that is hard. I find that those vacations are almost like opening up Pandora's box, and I start to go off the rails a little bit, and it's harder then to dial it back in.
The other thing with vacation is if you don't plan to, so getting back on track when you come back from vacation, if you come home to empty refrigerator, empty cupboards, you know, you're still perpetuating. So try to think about that in advance, or know, like, as soon as you get home, you're running to the grocery store kind of thing.
You're absolutely right. And I've done videos on like the vacation stuff before, but yeah, you are so correct. Because here's what tends to happen. Well, you know, I ate like crap over vacation. Well, I'll go to the grocery store tomorrow. Well, the next day. Well, you know, I kind of screwed up this week. Well, I might as well write off this week too. And all of a sudden, you are out of your good habits. We need to get back on those good habits as soon as possible. So yeah, one of the things that we do is, hey, we're going on vacation. We're not coming back till, let's say, Sunday. Let's make sure that we have some groceries, that we know what the dinner menu looks like over the next couple days, that we have our workouts planned, that we know when we're going to the gym. So we know it's going to be challenging, but we're going to try to mitigate those challenges as much as possible when we get back. Something to think about. Hope those things help. Any other questions? Keep them coming. Say bye.
Bye.
See you guys.